Good morning, second grade. We'll just do some phonogram review and our new words. All right, our first phonogram is the of bird. What are you going to write? Good, the of bird. Say it while you write it. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Good, the of bird. All right, our next phonogram is qua. What are you going to write? Good, qua. Say it while you write it. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Good, qua. All right. I'm hoping we all remember that we need 2 letters to make that sound. All right, but if you didn't, go ahead and fix it. All right, our next phonogram is aw that we do use at the end of English words. What are you going to write? Good, aw that we do use at the end of English words. Say it while you write it. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Good, aw that we do use at the end of English words. All right. I know in the past years, this one's given my students trouble. We had trouble remembering that. So to help us, let's go ahead and do aw that we do not use at the end of English words. Say it while you write it. Good, aw that we do not use at the end of English words. All right, class, what did you just write? Good, aw that we do not use at the end of English words. Class, why don't we use this at the end of English words? Good, English words do not end with you. All right, so we just need the first 3 for our words. Let's do another couple. All right, the next one is ooh, you that we do use at the end of English words. What are you going to write? Good. Ooh, you that we do use at the end of English words. Say it while you write it. All right, class, what is that one? Good. Ooh, you that we do use at the end of English words. This is our ooh, you that we do use at the end of English words. That's one of our newer ones. If you didn't have this, write it and say it while you write it. All right, and let's do n, 2-letter n used only at the beginning of a base word. Class, what are you going to write? I'll say it with you. N, 2-letter n used only at the beginning of a base word. Say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Good. 2-letter n used only at the beginning of a base word. That is this one. All right. Let's go back and review our phonograms because we've got a couple newer ones here. All right, class, what's this one? Good, aw that we do use at the end of English words. How about this one? Good, ooh, you that we do use at the end of English words. How about this one? Good, the of. Good, bird. Qua. Good, aw that we do not use at the end of English words. Why not? Good, English words do not end with you. And this one? Good, 2-letter n used only at the beginning of a base word. All right, nice job, class. Our first word today is circle. What's the word? Good, circle. I used a compass so I could make my circle even. Circle. All right, how many syllables are in circle? Show me. Good, 2 syllables. Class, circle, what's our first syllable? Good, sir. And the second one? Good, coal. This is another one where there's a lot of things to remember. Our first syllable, sir, what sounds do we hear? Good, our sounds are s, er. Our s is k, s. Which s are we going to use? Good, k, s. And our is the of bird. Which is it? Good, the of bird. All right, class, what lets our k, s say s in circle? Right, I think I heard some of you say it. C followed by E, I, or Y says S. All right, so go ahead and write that first syllable, sir. Say the sounds while you write them. Our second syllable is coal. Class, what's our second syllable? Good, coal. What sounds do you hear in the syllable coal? Good, our sounds are k, wool. Class, do we have a problem with this syllable? We do have a problem. It's missing something. Class, it's missing. What does every English syllable need? And don't tell me silent final E, because not every English syllable needs silent final E. All right, it's missing a vowel. Remember, every syllable needs a vowel. So if we have a syllable that's missing a vowel, how do we fix that? Good, we add silent final E, job 4. All right, our second syllable, coal, what are we going to write? Good, k, coal, silent final E, job 4. Say the sounds while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good, s. Which s? Good, k, s. What's next? Good, Which Good, the of bird. What's next? Good, k. Wool and... All right, look at that last syllable. We can't leave it like that. Good, silent final E, job 4. All right, make sure your word looks like this. All right, so this one we've got a few things to remember. We need to remember that we use k, s first. We need to remember which we use, and then we need to make sure we're finding the syllables so we know we need that silent final E. Because if we don't find the syllables, then we're going to think there's no problem if we just write it as one syllable. All right. Class, does this need a marking? How about this one? Good. This one, this guy. Good, we need to double underline our silent final E, job. What is it? Good, job 4. That one is every English syllable must have a vowel. All right, let's read our word, class. Good, circle. All right, our next word is square. Class, what's the word? Good, square. I wonder what is in that square box. Square. All right, class, what sounds do you hear in, to spell this word, I want to say square. Now it sounds pretty similar, but it's like when we had stairs. Sometimes we have it kind of sounds like air, but to spell it, I always say air. Okay. So square is how we say square to spell it. Can you say that with me? Square. Good. Now by yourself. All right, good. I heard Alex say square. Nice job. All right, square. What sounds do we hear in the word square? All right, our sounds are squa, a, r. This a is a class. How am I going to make it say a? Good. Silent final E, job 1. So one more time, what are we going to write for square? Good. Square. Silent final E, job 1. Remember, you need 2 letters for qua. All right, say the sounds. Will you write them? All right. If you're not finished, pause the video. Put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good. What's next? Good. What? Good. A. R. And. Good. Silent final E. Job 1. All right. Make sure yours looks like this. Let me zoom in so you can see without the glare. All right. Does this need a marking? How about this one? We need to underline our qua. This one, and this one. Good, we're gonna double underline. Or wait, what was I doing? I said that we didn't have to mark our silent final E, job 1, and of course we do. All right, so everything except our first phonogram gets marked. All right, let's read our word. Let's read our word, class. All right, I think we want to say square to spell it. That's what I've always done, but I think I'll ask Mr. Williams just to make sure. Because we have the sound, it sounds like air a lot, but I always want to make us say air. I guess that sounds the same. Anyway, if we were going to put a thinking cap on this, where would we put it if we say square when we're talking, but we say square to spell it? Where would that be, class? All right, I would put it on the a. All right. Our next word is awful. What's the word? Good, awful. That apple that had gone bad tasted awful. Awful. Class, how many syllables are in awful? Good, we've got 2 syllables. Hope we got that. All right. Oh, let's see, our second syllable is a suffix that we used last week. All right, so pretty soon we're going to have how to spell those suffixes in our memory, and that's going to make things so much easier. All right, so our first syllable is aw. Class, what's the first syllable? Good, aw. And the second syllable? Good, full. Let's try and do both syllables together. All right, the first syllable, aw, we can't take that sound apart anymore. We're going to use aw that we do use at the end of English words. Class, which aw do we use in awful? Good, aw that we do use at the end of English words. All right, our second syllable is that suffix full. What do we write for that second syllable, full? Good. Full. And which is it? All right, good. It's you, Anytime we have that suffix full, it's going to be the you, for our All right, so aw is the first syllable, full is the second one. Say the sounds, will you write them? All right, class. So pause the video if you're not finished. I know I go pretty quickly sometimes. Put your finger under the first phonogram. What is it? Good, aw. Which aw? Good, aw that we do use at the end of English words. and syllable break. Good. What's next? Good. Good. Oh. All right. Make sure yours looks like that. All right, class. Does this need a marking? I hope we're doing this. Remember, those two letters work together to say ah. How about this one? This one? All right, which of its sounds is Let's see, you, What does this get? Good, and this one? All right, pick up your pencil. All right, let's read our word. Good, awful. All right, our next word is come. What's the word? Good, come. I hope you will come to my birthday party. Come. All right, but come is a two-way word. To spell it, we say comb. All right, class, how do we say come to spell it? Good, comb. Comb. It sounds like what you use on your hair. Comb. All right, class, what sounds do we hear in the word comb? Good, our sounds are k, o, m. Our o is a-o-u. How are we going to make it say o? Good, silent final e, job 1. All right, class, say the sounds in comb while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good. O, and. All right, wait, what does this say right now, class? Good, this just says calm. What do we have to add to make it say comb? Good, silent final E. Job 1. All right, does this need a marking? How about this? Good, this. Good, this one. Good, we're gonna double underline our silent final E, job 1. All right, class, let's read it. Good, so to spell this word, we have to say comb. When we're talking, we say come. Let's see, so comb, come. Class, which phonogram is going to get our thinking cap? Comb, come. Right, it's our vowel sound that's different. That's what gets our thinking cap. All right, so class, one more time. How do I say this word to spell it? Good, we say comb. If we're talking, what would we say? Good, come. All right, our next word is the past tense of come. The word is came. What's the word? Good, came. My mom came to visit me last year. Came. All right, class, what sounds do we hear in the word came? Good, our sounds are k, a, m. Our a is a-a-ah. How are we going to make our a-a-ah say a? Good, silent final E, job 1. Say the sounds while you write them in came. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good. A, good, and good, silent final E, job 1. All right. Does this need a marking? How about this one? Good. This one? Good. This one? Good. We need to double underline our silent final E, job 1. Go ahead and mark it. All right, and let's read our word. We'll zoom in so we can see what our vowel is without the glare. Good. K-A-M, came. All right. The next word is size. What's the word? Good. Size. My sister and I wear the same size of shoe. Size. What sounds do you hear in the word size? Good. Our sounds are s, I, z. This I is I-E. How am I going to make it say I? Good. Silent final E, job 1. Say the sounds, will you write them? All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good. S, I, z. And wait, what is this word right now? Good, this says sizz. Make sure you don't write sizz. Remember to have that silent final E, job 1. Does this need a marking? This one, this one, this one? Good, all right, mark it. All right, let's read our word, class. Good, size. All right, these are our spelling words for today. Before we go, let's review this word. The word is come, but how do we say it to spell it? Good, we say comb. All right, I will see you in our next video.